box puzzles. These are digital puzzles, and they're a lot of fun for the students. So it gets students thinking about math and how math works. So the first box puzzle, you want to explain to the students that they're going to be adding the numbers going across and adding the numbers going down. And we'll see what happens here. So we'll get 11 going across, adding going down, 10 and 9. And if they do this correctly, when they add going down with the yellow boxes and across, they're going to get the same answer of 19. So they just type in the text boxes. Same thing with the next puzzle, adding across, adding going down. Now you want to ask the students as you're doing these, when we get to slide 4, do they think the box puzzles will work if one of the numbers is a 0? And so they're going to predict, and then they go ahead and do the box puzzle. They'll find out that yes, it works. Ask them if they think it will work if we're using fractions. And they'll find out that yes, it does work if we're using fractions. And then slides 6 and 7 deal with negative numbers. So if your students haven't gone that far yet, you can just delete slides 6 and 7. But if we add going across, we're going to get negative 10, negative 4. Going down, we get negative 9, negative 5. And then if they add the yellow boxes, we're going to get negative 14 here. On the next slide, you want to ask them if it will work if there's a mix of positive and negative numbers. And then when they get down to slide 8, ask them if they think it will work if we're subtracting, or does it just work if we're adding? So if we subtract going across and subtract going down, and then also subtract the yellow boxes, we're going to get the same answer of 1. So yes, it does work if they're subtracting. And then multiplying. We'll try and see if it works if they're multiplying. 6, 8, 24, and 2. And yes, they'll get a common answer of 48. Now, what if we add another column? So students are going to add all the numbers going across and the numbers going down, and then they'll find out that that also works. So the next slide is kind of a visual to explain to the students why this works. So here, instead of using numbers, we're going to use these animals. And they can drag and drop. So they just click and hold and move these into place. So if we add going across here, we're going to get 2 leopards. Click and hold, and they can move these. 2 elephants going across. Here, going across, we're going to have 3 kangaroos and a gorilla. Going down, 2 leopards, 3 kangaroos. Here we get 2 elephants and a gorilla. And they're going to find out when they add all of the animals going across and add the animals going down, they'll have the same animals here in this box. So it kind of gives them a visual of why this works. So here they can see that here's 4 plus 4 and 5 plus 3. So it doesn't matter what order we add or what groups we add together, we're going to get the same result. And so that's an example of the commutative and the associative properties, which they're going to see on the next slide. Now the final slide, students are going to create their own box puzzle that they could have another student try to see if they can solve. So that is a digital lesson on box puzzles.